Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from London, England, live and direct from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly. At the bottom of the screen, as you can see, DLG Reppin', short for Dele London Guna, space Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. And yet again, we're left not excited. And what is it Josh Kroenke said? We must be excited. What the hell have we got to be excited about? We're not even close to announcing. We're not even close to any signings. Nowhere near advanced talks with this player or that player in the positions that we need to strengthen. And yet again, I find myself sitting here talking about the board of directors and asking questions of my manager. Is he doing enough for himself to get them to back him? Well, from where I am right now, the answer is no. It's failed transfer windows after transfer windows, and embarrassing performances and results, etc., is the reason why we Arsenal supporters of today should be boycotting the Emirates, boycotting away games and European games. We should be boycotting football matches. Why can't we take a leaf out of Blackpool's book? 3 years of not going to football. It's not exactly the end of the world, because look what happened after 3 years, if not 3.5 or 4 years. They got rid of Carl Oyston. They got rid of their see you next Tuesday, or was there see you next Tuesday, and they got another owner in, and they've enjoyed, since then, they've enjoyed watching Blackpool again. Now, I want Arsenal fans to make sure the supporters enjoy watching their football team again, especially competing in the Champions League again. Now, we're going to go into a new season, by the looks of it, depressed, angry. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in the terraces and I can see punch-ups among Arsenal fans, because of the divide over Mikel whatever is happening again amongst the fan base. Before I go on, do remember to smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Make sure you share this channel abundantly amongst your friends and your relatives, yeah? And if you're watching for the first time, welcome on board. I'm sorry this is a little rant, but it is what it is again. We always seem to be stood up when it comes to transfers. We're that girl or we're that guy that gets stood up all the time while everyone else, yeah, while every other man has found romance and they're linking up with their ladies. And we're the ones waiting, I don't know, waiting outside somewhere, being stood up again. And again, and yet again. This football club, I'm telling you now, the more failed transfer windows, the more embarrassing performances, results, and the more that we drop down in income revenues, that's a lot more of a reason to boycott games without going in. We just should be standing outside our Emirates Stadium. Fans should just find a way to watch Arsenal matches at home on their phone somehow. Online stream, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. There should be more seats than human beings for a reason. And away from home, we should not even think about filling in our allocation. Why? And one fan said it away to Newcastle. If they don't care, why should we care? Because we're not blessed. We're not being blessed with transfers. You know, it's tough enough getting rid of certain players that are not good enough. The clear-outs we've been promised, more false promises. The signings we've been promised, again, false promises. The squad is threadbare as it is. Mikel Arteta, you are responsible for not replacing Aubameyang in January. You mean to tell me you couldn't sign someone like Jovic on loan? You mean to tell me you couldn't link up with Josh Kroenke and Edu and get the Jovic deal on loan until the end of this season gone? It's just not good enough. Really isn't not good enough. And I'm sick and tired of having to have this conversation with the rest of the footballing world. On top of that, yeah, if you've got an opinion, if you've got something to say from your heart, drop it in the comment section below. And yes, I promote positive feedback only in my comment section below. And on top of that, yeah, please subscribe to the channel. Smash that sub button left, right, and center galore, but passionately. And remember, if you subscribe, I'll shout you out. Yeah? This is the road to 1,000 subscribers, so get subscribing. And I do apologize for being over late, but you know what they say, better late than never. But that's not the attitude. I should have streamed on time, and I'm about over 5 hours late, and I do apologize. And it's not acceptable to my viewers. But yet again, Arsenal Football Club find themselves in the mud, find themselves keeping the fans patiently waiting. Why should we be patiently waiting when transfers are meant to be done as the earliest as possible? We're coming to June the 1st tomorrow. Does that not appeal to you, Josh Kroenke, Edu Gaspar, Vinay Venkatesh? You can sod off. You're useless. You're worse than Gazidis. Not good enough. Oh, jeez. And there's me going to renew my red membership. I'll be honest. And I don't think I think the club deserves my support. Why should I give you my support, yeah? And I'm forking out a certain amount of money, but you are not prepared to reward us with what we deserve. Do we deserve to go 18 years without competing to win the league title? No. Stan Kroenke, you, whatever you are, you BASTARD. You are mainly the reason why we have not won the league title in 18 years. Yes, you, Stan Kroenke. You're an abuser of promises. You are an abuser of this football club. It's about time you sold up. Or else us fans have got to sacrifice boycotting football matches home and away in Europe for the love of our football club, for the best and the best interest and future of this football club. I'm calling on fans to boycott, especially if we do not see the changes within the playing personnel, within the first team to the squad. it feels like we're close to August the 6th, but we're not. And I know that we're not close to August the 6th. But I'm telling you now, I am getting, the more the days go by, the more worried I'm getting. So let's get into the transfers and the rumours. It's just rumours or Links FC settings. Now, we've been linked with Ruben Neves again, but yet all it is being linked. It's just PR stunts again. It's got to be something to do with the PR, because we've not made an inquiry. There's no concrete offer. There's no concrete information of inquiries. Just links. Bloody links. But knowing our owner, the despicable man in Stan Kroenke, I'm telling you now, I hope there is. I'll tell you what, if we felt in this transfer window protests, and believe me, I'm going to be at my worst. I'm going to be at my very evil. And believe me, what's going to come out of my mouth is not going to be pleasant. Believe that. So, with Ruben Neves, the man who criticised Arsenal for over-celebrating. Now, you want to bring an individual who's not scared to speak his mind, but hold on. He chose to play for Wolves in the Championship at the time that he signed. He's not seen Champions League football himself, but he's got an opportunity to play for a team in the Champions League. I get that. And Yuri Tillemans, I wouldn't blame him if he decided to go and play for a team who's capable of getting to the Champions League, or in the Champions League for that matter. And that's what hurts the most. Knowing that them scum down the road have got what we wanted, we are smoked here. It's going to be a difficult summer. And if that's the case, why can't someone from the top of the club come out and say, we're doing all our best to bring in reinforcement in a difficult situation without Champions League football? Give us more clarity and honesty. Huh? Anyway, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now, he's a player that said that he would love to play for Arsenal, regardless of no Champions League football. Now, I will not be disappointed with a Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top, but as long as we get a pacey, proven goal-scoring striker. Now, that would be Jonathan Davis instead of Gabriel Jesus, but it's obvious that Mikel Arteta wants to work with him. Well, what are you doing, Mikel Arteta, to make this a reality? Absolutely diddly squats. Absolutely diddly squats. Because I don't hear any concrete offer other than talks of putting in a bid. There's been no bid. Let's be real, there has been no bid. We're sat here and we're all getting frustrated from an Arsenal perspective, from an Arsenal fans' perspective. We're all getting angry and more angry. It's just getting to the point where we're just going to have to boycott football matches, not show up. And why should we show up? Regardless of the fixture, North London derby, a game against Man United, a game in Europe, why should we show up in our numbers and back this? But yet, the fan base is so fickle, it's beyond belief. The fan base are actually part of the reason why the board will not consider selling up. And it is fan base really got their heads out of the sand and did what I was talking about earlier about boycotting. We could finally see the end of this owner. And believe me, I don't want to swear, but I'm pushing it. I'll tell you that now. I am really pushing it. Aaron Hickey. Well, the deal was meant to be close. Or maybe closed. because I don't feel by next week or by the week after we're going to make this signing. I would love to be proven wrong, but with the owners that we got and the humans that we got in the hierarchy, they're only going to prove me right, aren't they? It just tells me that we lack ambition going forward. It just tells me all that I need to know about the board of directors and the hierarchy. And for appointing Arteta in the first place, it sums it up. You're employing a novice, arrogant manager who should be deemed as a failure for not getting Arsenal into the top four. His job description was to make sure the players and the signings are in on time for preparation for pre-season, let alone the first game of last season, Brentford away. And we all know how that went. Yes, you could put it down to COVID, that Aubameyang, Lacazette, Partey, etc. were not available. But you had players on the bench. You had a strong bench, strong enough bench for Brentford, and you had a strong enough team to do the job. But those players failed to deliver a performance that would have made us walk out of Brentford Community Stadium happy. But we walked out peed off, and the bragging rights went to Brentford along with the 3 points because we were that abysmal. Not one Arsenal player deserved any credit. And as Troops has said, big up yourself, Troops. Not one Arsenal player deserved to be on that coach back to London. They should all have walked from Newcastle to London. Plain and simple. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of that for me, please. I'm just disappointed. If we don't get a Dominic Calvert-Lewin, how about Patrick Schick? A goal-scoring 6 foot something target man. A man who could score a lob of a 40-yard, 50-yard lob against Scotland, against Scotland, and the keeper involved can score brilliant goals. He's a good target man, goal scorer. He doesn't necessarily have to have pace, but if you're going plan B, which is route 1, he is capable of competing in the air against any defender in the Premier League. That's the type of target man I want as my striker. And that's a second striker. A first striker is the one with pace. Gabriel Jesus would not have been on my mind. Isaac. What happened to Isaac? What happened to Alexander Isaac signing him? Huh? What happened to trying to talk to his representatives, his agents? This is what I mean about the ambition of Arsenal football, the lack of ambition from Arsenal Football Club. Yet again. And we're possibly going to need a winger in the replacement of Pepe. Now, Gnabry is the ideal replacement for Pepe, not Marquinhos. Even if we sign him, we send him out on loan. It's for his own good. That's the reason why we should send him out on loan. And speaking of loan, if we're going to get Aaron Hickey, let's make sure Tavares is the one going out on loan, because he needs to learn the game and learn the role of a left back and how it's performed on a weekly, consistent basis. Right, players out. Now, Bernd Leno has come out and quashed the rumours. So, therefore, he is prepared to fight Ramsdale all the way to get that #1 spot. And tremendous credit to him. He's been patient. And the last time we kept a clean sheet was it Villa away. And he was in goal. And he had to make a big save at the death of that game. The game that we won 1-0. Cedric Suarez, for me, if Arsenal are planning to get a right back, then therefore Cedric Suarez's number, his days, should I say, will be numbered. Alexander Lacazette, I'm expecting him to leave. Now, there's been reports that he is set to return back to France with a deal offered by Marseille for him. So I wish him all the best. Nothing personal, but I want him to do well in his football career. And what's best for his football career is to move on from Arsenal Football Club. Right, I've had enough of this. This is not the best. This is not the video that I want to do. Ranting. I want to do a video welcoming Arsenal players like I've done before. Well, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up and say, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And as I always say, saving the best to last, thank you so much for putting up with me and my angry rants. However, I'll be back again tomorrow. And I did say yesterday afternoon I would be back, but I do apologize. There's no excuses. So once again, take care of your friends, take care of your families, take care of yourselves. Peace, love, and bless again as forever. What can I say? Until next time, DLG Reppin', we'll talk again. And just remember to please be nice and try and be calm.